their leading scorer, Terran de la Baudière, and that's likely the last time we'll get that right all night long. Marcus Owens, 6'2", 190-pound sophomore out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, averages 5.7 points, 3.7 boards per game. Rounding out the starting five, Lamar Gregory, a 6'10", junior transfer from Greenville, Kentucky, 5 points, 3 boards, and half a block per game, 6'10", 255 pounds. Starting five for Tick Price, the new head coach at Lamar, in his first season at the helm of Lamar. But overall in NCAA Division I, he's got a 178-134 record in 10 seasons as a head coach. For the Huskies tonight, this starting five, the ones that you've seen the last several games for the Huskies. In the backcourt, Anthony Adunsi, the junior from Fort Bend Travis, double figures in 8 of his last 9 games. In his last 6, gets a start along with Tyler Russell. 850 career points for the senior out of Phoenix. 9.6 points per game over that span. On the wings, Reveal Chukwujeku, the sophomore from Strake Jesuit, started all 16 games this year, double figure scoring in 6 of those games. Coulter Lasher, the leading scorer on this team, had a career high 25 points at McNeese State back on January the 5th. And Josh Ibarra, the freshman out of Angleton High School, 6.9 rebounds per game, ranks 8th, and his 2.6 blocks per game ranks 3rd among D1 freshmen. And those are the starting five for head coach Ron Cottrell in his 24th season overall and at the helm of the Huskies program. Now, to start things off tonight, we're going to have a technical free throws for Lamar, as Kevin Booz will take those free throws, and this is because HBU violated pregame protocol with some slam dunks in their warm-ups. That is prohibited by the NCAA. And so they drew a technical. The officials come out before the game. They monitor the teams warming up out on the floor. And the Huskies were determined to have dunked the basketball during those warm-ups, and so they pay the price, 1 out of 2 free throws. And the opening tip now is controlled by Lamar, and we're underway tonight. Huskies already down 1-0 thanks to the free throw. Here's Booz. He's going to put up a jumper from the left angle. It won't go. And the Huskies with the rebounds in the throwback 80s uniforms tonight. The script, Huskies across the front in blue letters and orange trim. Numbers underneath, and the blue numerals and orange trim on the back. Nice clean looking uniforms here. Foul on Lamar to get things going here. The foul's on Lamar Gregory. First personal, first team foul on either side, and Huskies get it in. Chukwujeku to Odunsi. Back to Velo, right angle, into the right corner to Lasher. Lasher slips it out top to Ao. Cross court to Tyler Russell, open for a 3, off the iron, won't go, but Velo with the board, puts it up, won't go. Ibarra follows it up and in though. Josh with the putback, gets it to go, and the Huskies up by a point, 2-1 now, 19:10 to go. Just underway tonight. Glad you're along for the ride tonight. Here is Gregory inside, puts it up in the paint, won't go, and the rebound pulled down by Ibarra. Off to Odunsi, leave it for Russell, left angle out beyond the arc. Out top, he goes to Coulter. Lasher goes to Velo, right side, looks for help. Hadn't put it on the floor yet, now he dribbles to his left. Leave it for Odunsi, high post to Josh. Kick it back around the arc. Ibarra with it, hands it off to Velo, penetration, stop, cut off at the free throw line. Gets it underneath to Odunsi, he tries to put it up, and it's gonna be knocked out of bounds by Kevin Booz. Odunsi trying to lower the shoulder and take it in and draw a foul there, but the officials kept the whistles tucked away. It'll be Huskies basketball though. With 18:30 to go. Here's Coulter, puts up a floater from the left baseline, won't go. Misses a shot, and the rebound pulled down by Lamar. Off on the run there, bringing it up the floor and put up and in by Anthony Holliday. Holliday is improved, as you heard coaches talking about in the pregame show. Here's a bounce pass in the paint. Russell intended to give it to Ibarra, was a little bit behind him, and Josh couldn't hang on to it. Holliday back the other way for Lamar. Kicking on the baseline, they go to Baudier, and he's going to be fouled. Everybody, if you're watching on the video feed tonight, you'll notice Lamar's got their last names on their uniform jerseys, with the exception of Baudier. He's got his first name, Tyran, so we may call him Tyran all night. He backs down on Lasher. Lasher blocks him off. They feed it on the baseline to Gregory, though. The dish comes from Booz, and a little dunk on the baseline from Gregory makes it 5-2. Here's Adunsi trying to go to the rack. He's going to be pushed by Booz on the way. That's his first and the second foul on Lamar here. Side out, free throw line extended down to our right. Reveal Chukwujeku gets it inbounds to Ibarra. Back to Velo, gets it right side to AO. He holds it up, now going to put it on the floor, looks for help, fights through a double team, gets it off to Chukwujeku, into the corner to Lasher, take it to the paint, put up the floater with the right hand, won't go, and the shots aren't falling early for the Huskies. Lamar pulls it off and brings it back the other way. Out on the wing, Holliday is going to take it to the baseline, goes up and under, dish it out top, and we're going to have a foul. Going to be called on Owens as a nice interception by Anthony Adunsi turns into a foul called on Marcus Owens. His first, team's third. Huskies basketball, they'll inbound it right in front of us here, and Lasher will get it in to Adunsi. Right side, Velo has it, picked up by Holliday, swinging around to Russell, into the middle, they get it to Adunsi. He tries to go back out, Lasher tracks it down. Back on the baseline to AO, his baseline 15-footer drops down through, and the Huskies cut it down to 1, 5-4, 16:35 to go. Booz, right angle, thought about a three, leaves it on the baseline instead for Baudier. Turnaround over Lasher, shot won't go, but it's tipped out of bounds by the Huskies. Lamar basketball with 16:25 left. Huskies down by 1. Lamar gets it inbounds. Baudier is going to get it into Holliday. He'll dribble out top. Looks back at his bench. And now we got a whistle away from the basketball. It's going to be called a travel. Carrying the ball on Holliday. Turns it over, gives it back to HBU with 16:11 left here in the first half. Huskies down by a point. They've kind of weathered a rough shooting start from the field, and they have a chance to take the lead on this possession. T-Russ, cross court, gets it to Lasher. Colt dribbles in, now he'll back it out, leave it left angle for Reveal Chukwujeku. Dribbles in, looks for help, and has it tipped and stolen away. Holliday on the run, gonna lay it up. No, he's gonna drop it down with the two-handed jam. Turned into a steal, and he made it pay off for himself with the slam dunk at the end, and extends them back out to a three-point lead, 7-4. Inside feed from Lasher to Ibarra. He's going to be hammered. And Josh will go to the line, stops the clock with 15:32 to go. Timeout on the floor. And the Huskies down by 3 right here on the Husky Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
History, and happy to say thanks for listening to HB Basketball on the Husky Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
4.5 minutes into our game here tonight. The Huskies down by 3, 7-4. Huskies are 2 of 5 from the floor early on here, 0 of 1 from outside the arc. Lamar, on the other hand, 3 of 6 from the floor. They have not tried a three-point basket yet, but have gone 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Josh Ibarra at the line as we come out of the timeout, fouled on a shot attempt before the stoppage. And the freshman from Angleton hits his first free throw, one more to come. Josh making his third consecutive start for the Huskies. When they came back from the road trip, Josh was in the starting lineup last weekend. First couple of games, he's gotten into early foul trouble. Cross your fingers, so far not the case tonight. Gets both free throws, and now we're going to have a whistle foul called on Anthony Adunsi. Our officials tonight, Dave Cusick is the lead referee. Henry Howard and Matthew Martinez round out the crew. Lamar inbound, they come to Holliday, and Holliday inside the arc drops in a little 16-footer from the baseline and gets it to go, and it's 9-6. Huskies up the floor. Odunsi going to take it right to the rack and lay it up and in for two. AO saw the waves part and the sea opened up in the blue paint, and he just took it straight in for two, cuts it back down to one. He's got four. Now here's a kick ball by the Huskies on the other end of the floor. Stops the clock with 14:53 to go, and the Huskies are trailing by a point. Marcel Smith's going to check in for the first time tonight. The senior out of Melvindale Academy in Detroit. Tyler Russell will sit down. Holliday has it out top for Lamar. Down on the baseline, they feed it into Gregory. Turn around over Ibarra, hits the back iron, but gets a friendly roll and drops it down through for two. Back up by three, 11-8. Now a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. The Huskies break it underneath to Ibarra from Odunsi, and Josh finishes it off. He's got six, and the Huskies back down by one, 11-10. That's the way they want to see Josh contribute here early in these games. Now Gregory's going to go around him and go up and under, and he will lay it up and in with the reversal off the glass for two. And now Gregory's got four. The Huskies back down by three. Marcel Smith to Josh Ibarra. Ibarra looks like he's feeling more comfortable with every game out there in his starting role. Here's a tip and a strip by Delata Baudier. He's going to take it to Booz and gets it right back and lays it in for two. And he puts them up by 5, 15-10. Tyran Delata Baudier gives them a 5-point edge. Here's Lasher back the other way. He goes right by Gregory on the baseline and lays it up and in for two. Back down to three. Here's a steal by Odunsi. 3-on-2. AO to the rack. Won't go. Jordan Stickler with the follow. Jay Stick checked in during the stoppage, and he gets his first points, and Tick Price wants a timeout as the Huskies cut it back down to one. And we'll hang on to it right here. A 30-second timeout charged to Lamar. Alex Fountain's going to check in. Cody Stetler has checked in at the scorer's table as well. So substitutions will come for the Huskies. Down by a point here to the Lamar Cardinals. Lamar a game ahead of them in the conference standings at 4-2 coming into this one. The Huskies at 3-3. We'll update you on the standings at the half. We'll look at some of the other games in the conference today. There are some interesting matchups, notably Sam Houston State hosting Stephen F. Austin up in Huntsville this afternoon. Two teams at the top of the conference standings, both undefeated going into that game this afternoon. That was an earlier start. We'll get you an update coming up in a little while. Lamar basketball out of the timeout. They've got a 1-point lead. Gregory feeds it to Delata Baudier. Alex Fountain on him, but he goes up strong over Fountain and gets it off the glass for two. Huskies back up the floor, fight off the pressure in the backcourt. Marcel Smith up to Cody Stetler. Can't finish it off. Might have been tipped by Gregory. Lamar comes away with the loose ball. Booz brings it up in a hurry. Now he's going to feed it to Gregory, to Delata Baudier. Backs down on Fountain. Knocked him to the ground. No whistle. And he drops it down through. He's got 8 points, 8 of their 19, and the Huskies back down by 5. Here's Stickler going to put up a three. Shot won't go. And Tyran grabs the board for Lamar. And the road red, they're moving right to left. Odunsi almost with the steal, but Holliday saves it. He'll hold it up way out top. Looks back at Tick Price, who shouts the instructions to his team once their half court set up. And they try to feed it inside, stolen away. Odunsi on the run, going to take it up, and he's going to be hammered from behind. Fouled by De La Baudière, and that's going to bring us to a timeout on the floor with 11:50 to go. Anthony Odunsi will go to the line when we come back. Huskies down 19-14. The Huskies, if you're looking for areas of difference here in the first half, it really comes down to shooting percentages from the floor. Huskies have gotten off 11 field goal attempts. Lamar has gotten 12 field goal attempts, just one more, but they've made 9 of those 12 for 75% early on. The Huskies shooting well, 6 of 11, just not keeping pace at this point with Lamar. Anthony Odunsi at the free throw line out of the timeout. His first trip to the stripe. Bounces it all around the iron, gets the first one to drop down through. One more to come. Ayo's got 5 points, now 6, as both free throws go. And the Huskies cut it back down to 3, 19-16. Holliday will bring it up the floor. Huskies go to a little 2-3 zone here. This time up the floor. Marcel Smith knocks a pass out of bounds intended out on the wing for Zori Bosha, who's checked in for the first time tonight. Holliday feeds it down low, intended for Tyran De La Baudière, stolen away by the Huskies. On the run, Fountain into the paint, and he's going to be fouled on his way to the hole. And we'll see if they call it on the floor or in the act of shooting. They're going to give him shots. So Al will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
His first personal foul, team 6. At the line for the Huskies, number 23, Alex Fountain.
Alex got ahead of the game on the run out there, and he'll get free throws because of it. First one to go. For Alex, that's just his second free throw attempt of the season, and the first one he's made. One more to come here with 11:27 to go, and cuts the lead down to 1. Fountain gets them both, and it's 19-18. Huskies down by a point. Holliday to Bosha. Bosha goes to Sears, who's checked in on the left angle. Back cross court to Bosha for a 3, off the mark. Rebound though, pulled down by Sears. Can't get the first attempt to go, but follows it up off the glass and in for 2. Devontae Sears has his first points of the ball game and gets them back up by 3, 21-18. Tyler Russell has checked in for Anthony Odunsi. He dribbles out top. Bounce pass in the paint to Stetler. Stetler puts it up, has it blocked. It's going to be out of bounds off of Lamar. Huskies basketball. Shot clock down to 19, and they'll inbound it underneath their own basket. Jordan Stickler will do the honors and gets it into Marcel Smith. Smith. Stetler trying to set him a screen. Gets a pass from him and feeds it to Fountain in the paint. Shot won't go, and the rebound's tipped around. Sears saves it for Lamar, and they're off on the move. On the run, Sears going to put up a 3, and he drains it from the left angle. So they like to hurry it up the floor. They'll press you on defense and then push the ball up on offense, and then stake them out to a 6-point lead. Here's T-Russ to the middle. He's going to go back out top to Marcel Smith from the baseline. Marcel takes it to the baseline. He's going to be bumped by Holliday out on the floor. That'll be the 6th foul on Lamar. Stickler and Fountain will have a seat, and Coulter, Lasher, and Reveal Chukwajeku check back in for the Huskies. That was actually the 7th team foul on Lamar instead of number 6, and so Marcel Smith to the line for 1-and-1, and Sell gets the first one to go. Of course, Sell, one of the all-time great free throw shooters in Huskies history, 81% this season. And he gets the first one to go. 24-19, 24-20. Marcel gets them both to go. And the Huskies cut it back down to 4. On the dribble. Lamar out top. Boscia has it. Quan Jones is checked in. He gets the pass out beyond the arc. Swing it around to Boscia. Feed it down low to De La Baudière. Kicks it in on the baseline. Almost a travel. No call there. Zachary Hollis has checked in. And gets it back out top. It's Jones going to put it up off the glass. Shot won't go. Fight for the loose ball, and the Huskies come away with it. Tyler Russell picks it off the floor and brings it up himself. Behind the back dribble, leave it out for Lasher. On the right angle, gets it to reveal Chukwujeku. Velo, cross court left side to Marcel Smith. Looks for a screen, gets one from Stetler. Leave it on the edge for Lasher. A 3 off the mark, won't go. Loose ball on the floor. Picked off by Jones for Lamar, and he brings it back the other way. On the run, leaves it right angle for Boscia. Down in the paint, leaves it for Tyran de la Baudière. Feed it inside. Hollis goes to De La Baudière, and the foul is going to be called underneath. Coulter Lasher is going to pick up the personal with 8:52 to go. Just a third team foul on the Huskies. Number 2 on Coulter, though, and so Alex Fountain off the bench is going to check back in. Lasher will sit down with those 2 personals. Lamar basketball underneath their own basket. Baseline out. Josh Ibarra has checked back in for the Huskies. He picks up Hollis in the paint on the baseline. De La Baudière turns around over Fountain, rolls one around, won't go, and the rebound tipped around. Hollis comes away with it, misses the reversal, and the rebound pulled off by Ibarra. Gets it off to Russell. T-Russ leaves it for Marcel Smith. Right angle out beyond the arc. Feed it high post to Ibarra. Left side to Chukwujeku. Fountain out top. Dishes it off to T-Russ. Russ looks for help. Now he's going to take it in. Right side. Waits for traffic. Puts it off the glass and in for 2. Got the defenders off their feet and waited for him to fly by, and he gets his first points of the ball game with 8:08 to go here in the first half. And the Huskies cut it back down to 2, 24-22. Now back to the man-to-man defense. Sears out top, picks up the dribble, left angle. Leaves it for De La Baudière. And almost lost it on the baseline to Russell, but saves it out to Sears. We'll hold it back up. Feed it back down to Tyran in the paint. Puts up a runner short off the iron. The rebound comes back down off the bounce to De La Baudière. Count the bucket. He'll get it to go. And a foul, I think, is going to be called on Josh Ibarra. His first. And it stops the clock with 7:38 to go. +1 free throw to come when we come back. Timeout on the floor. Huskies down by 4, 26-22 on the Huskies.
1998 to 2002. I'm proud to be a part of the 50 years of HBU Husky basketball history, and I'm happy to say thanks for listening to HBU basketball on the Husky Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports. Go Huskies.
26-22 is our score as we come out of the timeout here with 7 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the first half. Huskies trailing by 4, and Tyran de La Baudière at the free throw line for a +1 opportunity after he made the shot off the rebound and was fouled by Josh Ibarra. Gets the free throw to go, and now he will check out of the ball game, and Donovan Ross will check in for him. Ross, a 6'5" senior from Ridgeland, Mississippi, in for the first time. Lamar's going to go to the full court pressure on the inbounds pass. And revealed Chukwujeku gets it in to Tyler Russell. Russell across the stripe, takes it left side, and he's going to be bumped on the dribble. And that's going to be Quan Jones who picks up the personal. His first, team's 8th. It'll send Russell to the free throw line, 1-and-1 time for the Huskies. They're in the bonus the rest of the way in. That's, as we said, the 8th foul on Lamar. So 2 more, and they're in the double bonus the rest of the way. T. Russ, good free throw shooter himself, and 81% so far this season, gets the first one to go. 1 more to come. Eyes a bucket and drains it. Ripples the cords as it goes, and it's back down to 3, 27-24. Ross holds it up, out beyond the arc, picked up by Alex Fountain. Leave it for Boscia, who gives it to Jones. 7:15 to go till halftime. Huskies on defense, man to man, and out away from the basketball. We've got a whistle, and a foul going to be called underneath. It's on Anthony Adunsi, and that's number 2 on AO. We'll see if he stays out there or comes out. They're going to leave him out there for right now. Boscia to Jones. Jones in the paint to Ross. Can't get it to go, and Ibarra with the rebound for the Huskies. Off to Adunsi. Leave it left side for Russell. His jumper from inside the arc drops down through. T. Russ with 6, and the Huskies cut the lead to 1, 27-26. Hollis to Boscia on the wing, puts up a 3, won't go, and Velo skies for the board for the Huskies. Chukwujeku off to Odunsi, and he'll bring it across the stripe. Stops out top, leave it for a 3, right angle for Russell, and T-Russ drains it with 6:25 to go. The Huskies with the lead, and Tyler pumped up as he heads back down to the defensive end of the floor. Hollis backs down on Ibarra, and he's going to be drawing a whistle, and they called Josh for the foul there. I'm not sure what they saw, but Zachary Hollis, the junior transfer from Antelope Valley College, draws a foul on Ibarra. That's now 2 on Josh. He'll head back to the bench and take a seat, and Rich Monsvilde will check in for the first time tonight. Huskies up by 2, 29-27. That's 16 fouls now on the Husky with 6:10 to go. Boscia on the dribble into the corner. Leaves it for Booz, who's back out there, and he'll dribble back out top. Marcel Smith, who's checked in, picks him up, and they go out top to Holliday. Holliday picked up by Chukwujeku, started left, picked up his dribble, and leaves it for De La Baudière. Boscia to Holliday, and they set it up way out top again. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Holliday in traffic, puts up a floater, won't go. The rebound tipped. It comes down to De La Baudière, and he found a Christmas present under the tree and lays it in for 2. Tough break for the Huskies there. They skied for that board, just missed time to jump and didn't come up with the rebound. But here's Fountain going to answer from three-point land, won't go. Russell tries to follow it up, and he's fouled. And T. Russ will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Foul's going to be on Booz, and that's his second. And with 5:24 to go, Russell back to the free throw line for the Huskies. Russ 2 for 2 and gets the first one here. He's the first Husky to double figures tonight with 10 points now. And stakes the Huskies back out to a 2-point lead with both free throws. He's got 11, and the Huskies up 31-29. Kevin Booz up the floor for Lamar. Takes it to the left angle. Stop. Cut off by Marcel Smith. Out top to Holliday. In through traffic in the paint. Loses it. Hollis is going to be tied up as he came down with the loose ball, and it's going to be Huskies basketball on the alternating possession. Alex Fountain's going to check out, and Stetler's going to check in. Here's the Huskies version of Twin Towers as they've got Stet and Big Rich out there. Vilde and Stetler along the back line for the Huskies. Marcel Smith on the dribble. Right angle picked up by Booz. Going to feed it inside underneath to Vilde, and he gets it off the glass and in for 2. They left Rich alone. Somebody lost an assignment, and now the Huskies take a 4-point advantage. Rich with his first 2 of the ball game. De La Baudière looks for help. He doesn't want to be dribbling it way out beyond the arc. And now we've got a timeout called for by Lamar as the Huskies defense disrupts the offense for the Cardinals. And with 4:32 to go, they'll take a 30-second timeout to talk this one over. Well, the Huskies went down by a point before this game ever even tipped off. They gave up a technical free throw to Lamar thanks to a pregame violation, but they've come back and right now have a 4-point edge, 33-29 with 4.5 minutes, 4:32 to be exact, to go till halftime. Coming up at the half, the Huskies are going to recognize their all 1980s team, the all-decade team from the 1980s. Look down behind the goalpost to our right, and we see Greg Wise, the head coach at Jack Yates High School, a former Husky player, and he's got his Jack Yates team here with him tonight. So they're going to honor the coach. Booz has it out top for the Huskies for the Cardinals with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Get it to Hollis. He's not looking. They're thinking about it, and the clock runs out. Huskies force the turnover on the shot clock violation. Good solid defense. And it'll be HBU basketball with 4:10 to go. Full court pressure from Lamar now. And the Huskies are going to try to get it inbounds, and they do. Vilday pops into the backcourt to help out, and he'll hand it off to Marcel Smith. Sell will bring it up, picked up by Holliday. Goes by him to the baseline, put it up. It's going to be blocked. That's a goaltend. Count the bucket. With 3:59 to go, it stops the clock, and the Huskies extend the lead out to 6. 35-29. Marcel Smith with his 4th point. Timeout on the floor. We'll take the break on the Huskies Sports Network. Huskies fans, welcome back into Sharp Gym. The Huskies up by 6. 35-29 with 3:59 to go. Great defensive possession right before they got the layup from Marcel Smith before the timeout. Forced a shot clock violation on Lamar. Came back with the bucket on the other end, and now they've got their largest lead of the night. Lamar up the floor. Booz picked up by Marcel Smith. Screen from De La Baudier. Feed it to Hollis on the baseline. Goes to Holliday, and he puts up an acrobatic shot. Won't go, but he's going to be fouled. It's going to be called on Cody Stetler. Stet picks up his first, and that's team foul number 7 on the Huskies. This is a shooting foul anyway. 2 free throws to come. And Holliday's first one rolls around and won't stay down. Anthony Holliday, a senior, transferred from Cerritos College from the Los Angeles area. Played JUCO basketball out there in Southern California. Gets the second free throw to go. Cuts it down to 5, 35-30 with 3:45 to go, and the Huskies bring it up. Russell and Smith in the backcourt. Chukwu-JQ, Stetler, and Vilday round out the 5 on the floor for the Huskies. Velo's got it. Takes it to the middle of the floor. Going to put it up from the left elbow. Rolls around, won't go down, but tipped up and in. And Vilday gets the credit for the bucket. Rich with 4 points now, and the Huskies out to a 37-30 edge. Holliday, cross court, skips it to Booz. Booz, left angle to Tyrant. He puts up a shot over Stetler. Won't go. The rebound tip. Russell on the run out to Stetler. Put it up. Count it! And he's fouled. Cody Stetler with the bucket. He'll go to the line for the +1. Great outlet as Stet got behind everybody, and I think he thought about slamming it down through, but Tyran De La Baudier came back, got him from behind, but Stet willed it up and in. Here's Preston Mattingly checking in for Lamar. Mattingly is a senior. Check it, he is actually a sophomore, excuse me. If he looks like a senior, it's because he's had a few years of minor league baseball. Stetler gets the free throw to go. He's going to have a seat. He'll check out. Jordan Stickler will check in. No, Stetler will stay in. And Reveal Chukajeki will check out. Here's a tip and a steal. Mattingly has it stolen by Stetler, and the Huskies bring it back up the floor. Tyler Russell directs traffic. Takes it to the middle, leave it right angle for Marcel Smith. Screen from Stetler. Still out beyond the arc. Penetration left side. Kick it back out top to Stickler. Going to put it on the floor, and he is fouled by Boscia. And that'll be 2 free throws to come for Jordan Stickler. Huskies have opened up a 10-point advantage. To finish the thought on Preston Mattingly, the sophomore who has checked in. He's spent a few years playing minor league baseball, and he is the son of former New York Yankee and Los Angeles Dodgers manager Don Mattingly. And in his second season at Lamar, Stickler gets both free throws to go. He's got 4 points off the bench now. Huskies with their biggest lead of the night, 42-30 on top of Lamar. Left side, Holliday yo-yos the basketball, backs away from Jordan Stickler. Gets a screen from Hollis to the middle. Cut off, leaves it on the wing for Boscia, a 3, and he drains it. Out beyond the arc by about a foot, right in front of the Huskies bench, and with 2 minutes to go, it's 42-33. Marcel Smith on the yo-yo, take it inside, leave it for Stetler, and he rims it down through. Two-fisted rim rattler, and Cody drops it down. He's got 5, and the Huskies up by 11. Mattingly in the paint, kick it out on the wing to Holliday for a 3, off the mark, rebound, taken down by Vilde, and he'll leave it for Tyler Russell, and we got a timeout called for by Coach Cottrell. The Huskies will talk it over. 30-second timeout. A little bit of momentum going their way, and they want to set up something in the half court to kind of drive another nail in here before the halftime break. Stick with us. Coming up at the half, we will recap the stats and the scoring numbers for you. We'll also take a look around the Southland Conference at the other games going on. 12 of the 13 teams in action today. And if you're watching on hbu.edu/live, we'll give you a glimpse of the recognition of the all-decade team from the 1980s here. Huskies facing the full court pressure out of the timeout. Stickler inbounds to Stetler. Back to Stick to T-Russ. And they work it up the floor. Russell's double teamed at the line. Cross court to Stetler. Lob it to Vilde, and he slams it down through with the alley-oop. Oh, man. 1:14 to go. Rich with the exclamation point, and the Huskies up by 13. 46-33. Booz is going to put up a 3 from outside. Won't go. Stickler grabs a rebound. One look for Lamar both these last few times up the floor, and the Huskies will bring it back up. T-Russ to the right side. Spin move around Holliday, and Holliday's going to foul him on his way to the rack. Tyler will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 48.8 left on the first half clock. Team is a little bit fired up right now. Sears is about to check back in, along with Quan Jones for Lamar. Booz and I believe Holliday will check out. Russell gets the first free throw to go. He's got a dozen points now. Tyler with his season high, I believe. Ross checks back in. Mattingly will sit down for the Cardinals. One more free throw to come for Russell. And the second free throw is good. The Huskies are up by 15, 48-33 with 45 seconds to go. Jones to Ross. Ross to Sears as they play on the left angle out beyond the arc. Back to Jones. Feeds it to Ross. Back to the basket. Turn around over. Stetler puts it up. Shot won't go, but Ross will go to the free throw line. Foul, I think, is going to be called on Vilday. It is Rich's first personal with 34 seconds to go. So Ross to the free throw line to shoot a pair here. Donovan Ross, 78% free throw shooter, and he gets the first one to go here. In conference, he is now 11 of 14 at the line, 12 of 15. So up to 80% during Southland Conference season. Stetler's going to sit down after several good minutes on the floor here. Coulter Lasher will check in for him with 30 seconds to go. Marcel Smith's going to bring it up across the stripe. Picked up by Quan Jones. No shot clock, down to the final 22 seconds. T. Russ out on the angle, right side, picked up by Lasher, or Lasher sets a screen for him. Picked up by Boscia. T. Russ takes it to the corner on the dribble, now going to bring it back out top. Down to the final 8 seconds, got to make a move to the basket. Bench is calling out the time. Russ is going to put it up, floats won't go, rebound is loose, and that's the first half. Well, the Huskies got a look at it. Russell maybe not the look that the coaches would have wanted, but they will take a 13-point advantage into the locker room at the break. 48-35. We'll take a timeout. Come back with the Huskies halftime report here on the Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports. Hey Huskies fans, are you looking for a totally free checking account? Houston Federal Credit Union has it, and it's packed with free services like mobile banking with person-to-person transfers and mobile bill pay. Visit HoustonFCU.org or stop by one of our Houston area offices and experience a better way of banking. Our office at 6808 Bentliff is literally minutes away from the HBU campus, but we also have 7 other locations in the greater Houston area, along with dozens of ATMs in our co-op network to serve you. Anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school within the city of Houston is eligible to join HFCU, and that's especially true for the HBU Huskies and their fans. So check us out online or stop by one of our Houston area locations. Houston Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of HBU. Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA, all rights reserved.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's so nimble and fluid, but sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our renowned Ironman Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
Look, someone left their magical lamp behind.
Greetings! I am the super magical genie of the lamp. I'm here to grant you any wish you'd like, with the exception of more wishes, eternal life, or property tax advice.
Okay, I want a refreshing cola with less sugar and real cola taste.
Seriously? That's it?
Yeah, that would be unbelievable.
Well, it already exists. It's called Pepsi Next. It has real cola taste and 60% less sugar. It's delicious. Plus, you can find it almost anywhere. You don't understand, my dear. I can do anything. I can give you X-ray vision, or an island made of jelly beans, or how about a condo in outer space?
You're right. I should think bigger.
Yes, much bigger.
Can I have an ice-cold Pepsi Next in a huge glass with lots of ice?
Okay, your wish is my command.
Pepsi Next. Real cola taste. 60% less sugar. Drink it to believe it. Visit us at facebook.com/Pepsi Next.
Oh, what about a twisty straw made of rainbows?
Brower, empty set in the backfield, wants to throw, looks, and it's picked off. Brown with the interception. Inside the 10, he'll go to the house.
The first touchdown in the history of the home stadium here for HBU, and it's going to be the defense that gets the job done.
Pressure on the inbounds pass and a steal in the corner by Jefferson. Take it to the middle of the floor, put up a little floater, rolls around and drops down through, and the Huskies have extended the lead. Give it instead to B.J. Kelly. Bounces off a tackle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Takes it to the right corner. Got an open look at a three. Short. Rebound. Gets it himself. Puts it up. Count it. It goes with .4 left on the clock. Tyler Russell sinks the shot.
This is the HBU Husky Sports Network, your home for all the excitement of Husky sports.
Honey, what's wrong?
It's time to go home, and they won't let Mary come with us, or Jackie. My.
When you have your baby at Memorial Hermann, you'll feel so much at home.
Dr. Garcia.
You may not want to go home without us. Just meet our staff and you'll see why. Call 713-222-CARE for your free tour. We just hope you don't get too attached. Memorial Hermann, for your whole life.
This is the HBU Husky Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
Back here at Sharp Gym, halftime of our game between your HBU Huskies and the Lamar Cardinals, and being introduced here on the floor at the half is the All-Decades team from the 1980s. We'll kind of forego our tradition here of running down the stats here, and as you listen in and look on, we'll listen to some of the recognitions. A couple of members of the All-Decade team already introduced here and unable to be on hand tonight, but being introduced out on the floor is Randy Martell, who played for the Huskies in the 80s and is recognized by Tommy Jones, who is out there, head coach from 1985 to 1985, and he led the Huskies back in the decade of the 80s. And now Ralton Way joins him, and Way also a member from the squad in the 80s. Tell you about a couple of guys who have already been introduced but unable to be here tonight. Anisette Lavadrama and Fred Gaporo, both members of the 1984 team that is to this day the only team from HBU to ever make it into the NCAA basketball tournament. And both those guys recognized as members of the All-Decade team from the 80s. Gaporo from 83 to 87, a member of the team. Lavadrama, 83 to 85, member of the team. And the final member of the All-Decade team being introduced is Greg Wise. We talked about him in the first half, the head coach at Yates High School now, and has his Jack Yates Lions here with him tonight. Greg Wise rounds out the the All-Decade team from the 1980s, and those gentlemen being honored here at halftime of our game between your Huskies and the Lamar Cardinals. Huskies, by the way, with a 48-35 advantage here at the halftime break. And the coach, Tommy Jones, is joining the five members, the three that are present, of the All-Decade team from the 1980s, and getting a warm round of applause here from the fans on hand. Might mention as well, there are plenty of other former players in Huskies history that are here tonight just to celebrate.
Orthopedic specialists. With our renowned Ironman Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
This is the HBU Husky Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
Time for the second half here at Sharp Gym tonight. It'll be Lamar basketball to start the second half. Huskies have their starters back out on the floor. Anthony Odunsi, Tyler Russell, Reveal Chukwujeku, Coulter Lasher, and Josh Ibarra. And Holliday gets free on the baseline for Lamar. And And he lays it up and in, and he's got 9, and the lead's down to 11. 48-37, Lamar first on the board here in the second half. Huskies get it out top. Lasher, right side to Odunsi. Screen from Ibarra, but he's double teamed. Down low to Chukwujeku. Back out top to Odunsi, right side. Swing it cross court left to Lasher. Screen from Ibarra. Coulter takes it to the baseline. Trapped over there by a double team. Gets it off to Velo. He puts up a jumper from inside the arc. Won't go off the iron. The rebound's going to be tipped around and knocked out by Tyler Russell, they say. It'll be Lamar basketball. 19-12 to go. Glad you're along for the ride tonight. Huskies up by 11, led by 13 at the break. Booz has it out top. Leaves it on the angle left side for Marcus Owens, who's back out there to start the second half. Down to De La Baudiere. He kicks it out to Booz for a 3 off the iron. Won't go. Russell gets the long rebound out on the wing, and he brings it up the floor. Leave it right corner for Odunsi, and he is going to be called or draw a foul on De La Baudiere. No, it's going to be called on Booz. Booz will pick up his 3rd personal. And the first foul of the second half on either side. Huskies basketball on the baseline. And inbounds, Russell gets it to Odunsi. Takes it to the middle, feed it underneath. Ibarra couldn't hold on to it, or he would have had a dunk. And then he couldn't finish the reversal, and back the other way, Lamar on the run. But stolen away by Ibarra. Off to Russell, up ahead to Odunsi, 2-on-1, take it to the rack, won't go, but he's fouled. And AO will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws here with 18-19 to go. Huskies were perfect at the free throw. Huskies over Lasher, and Coulter is going to be called for a foul. That'll be the 3rd personal on Colt. Ross got by him and got him on his hip. A lot of times, whether you actually make contact or not, those officials are going to call you if they see you reaching across the arm, and that's what they saw with Coulter that time. Ross gets the first free throw to go. Fountain's going to check in. Colt will have to come out with his 3 personals. Free throws are good by Ross. He gets them both, and Lasher with his 3rd personal will sit down. Fountain checks in for him. Huskies basketball up by 10, 49-39. 17:45 to go here in the ball game. Chukwujeku. Lamont Gregory picks him up way out top, forces him out near the midcourt stripe where he gives it off to Odunsi. Odunsi dribble down into the corner to Chukwujeku. Backside to AO. His 3 won't go. The rebound tipped around by Ibarra, but lost to Gregory. Gregory off to Holliday. In through traffic. Reversal won't go. Tip back up and in, though. Let's see. Was that Bosha with the follow? Owens gets the basket. And it cuts it down to 8. 49-41. Well, you know, this is a tough team. You don't want to let them get back into this game. Right now, the Huskies held to just 1 point here to start the second half. Here's a floater from the baseline by Russell. Won't go. Rebound tipped out to Holliday. Cardinals on the run, and he's going to go to the rack and lay it up and in, high off the glass for 2. And it's down to a 6-point game, 49-43. Odunsi back up, right side, goes to the paint, and he will draw a foul on his way. Foul's going to be called on Marcus Owens. Owens picks up his 3rd, team's 3rd. Vilde about to check in for the Huskies here after the first free throw from Anthony Odunsi. AO comes up short. Well, they were so hot in the first half at the free throw line, you almost hated to see him have to take that halftime break. Just 1 out of 3 to start the second half here. And Odunsi gets the second one. Vilde checked in for Ibarra, and now Sears checks in, and Owens will go to the bench with his 3 personal fouls for Lamar. 16:25 as the Cardinals walk it across the timeline. Holliday has it, picked up by Chukwujeku. Dribbles to the middle of the floor, leave it for Sears, out beyond the arc, left angle. He feeds it to Boscia. Boscia's going to put up a 3. High rainbow arching shot, wouldn't go down, wouldn't stay down, rolled around and came out. And the Huskies get the break there. 50-43, 16 minutes and counting. Russell on the dribble to the middle of the floor. Right side to Odunsi. He's trying to clear out, wants to go solo. To the middle of the floor, he's going to be bumped by Lamont Gregory, who popped out and got Odunsi with the body. And that's going to stop the clock with 15:49 to go. Timeout on the floor. Huskies lead at the half was 13. It's down to 7 now.
I played for the Huskies from 1968 to 1972. I'm proud to be part of HBU basketball history and happy to say thanks for listening to HBU basketball on the Husky Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
15:49 to go in regulation time. The Huskies up by 7. They've got the basketball out of the timeout after the foul on Lamont Gregory before the stoppage. Odunsi goes left angle to Chukwujeku. Reveal on the dribble to the middle of the floor. Leave it right side for Oeo. He puts up the jumper. Fade away won't go. And the rebound tipped around. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Holliday for Lamar. Huskies basketball with 15:31 to go. 50-43. Richmond's Vilde on the baseline will inbound it for the Huskies. Out top he goes left side to Odunsi. Dribble to the middle of the floor, kick it backside to Marcel Smith. A 3 from the left angle off the mark, and the rebound off to Lamar. Holliday on the run, loses his footing and throws the ball away, and it's going to be Huskies basketball. Holliday got out of control, lost the dribble, lost his footing. Looking for a pass, but nobody home across the way. And he gives it back over to the Huskies, still up by 7 as they bring it up the floor. Lead has been shrinking since halftime. It was 13 at the break, down to 7 now. Odunsi, left angle, screen from Vilde. To the middle of the floor, still on the dribble, takes it in, gonna put it up high off the glass and down through for 2. Odunsi just made up his mind he was gonna get to the rack, and he did, and gets the Huskies their first field goal of the second half. And it's 52-43. They went over 5 minutes. Here's a 3 from the corner, tipped by Chukwujeku, and a foul going to be called on Vilde. His second personal. Second team foul on the Huskies. It was before the shot off the rebound, so it'll be baseline out. Lamar basketball. And Holliday will get it in out top to Sears. Sears goes back to Holliday, who pops out right angle to help him out. Fountain picks him up. The Huskies in man-to-man defense. Holliday dribbles out beyond the arc, right to left, way outside. Screen from Ross, takes it back to the right side, to the baseline, puts it up. Blocked by Chukwujeku, but Velo got him on the arm as well. No, they're going to call it on Alex Fountain. Thought Velo got the arm that time, but Fountain picks up the personal, his first. And Anthony Holliday will go to the free throw line for Lamar. Huskies up by 9, 52-43, and the first free throw is good. One more to come. Holliday now 3 of 4 at the line tonight as he gets both free throws to go. Back down to 7, 52-45. Jordan Stickler's going to check in for Reveal Chukwajeku. Huskies looking for a little bit of energy here as they bring it up. Odunsi to Stickler, left side. Stick to the middle of the floor, still on the dribble, backside to Odunsi. Ayo dribbles with the left hand, now crossover, takes it in with the left hand, puts it up, won't go, but the follow tipped in by Vilde. Rich with his 8th point, now check it 6 for Rich. And the Huskies back up by 9, 54-45. Here's Ross to the rack, loses control, it's gonna be out of bounds. Off of Ross and back over to the Huskies. Donovan Ross loses control of it. And the Huskies with an opportunity on this possession to try and take it back up to a double-digit lead. Odunsi will bring it up on Sears. Gives it to Fountain. Fountain goes to Stickler, left angle out beyond the arc. Marcel Smith pops out high to help him out, takes a pass and moves it to the right angle. In through traffic, got it to Vilde. Vilde had it stripped on the baseline and taken away by Lamar. Holliday on the run to Sears, puts it up, won't go. Vilde gets the loose ball, saves it out to Odunsi. Up ahead, feeds it to Stickler, and Stickler's gonna be hammered, and that's gotta be a flagrant foul. And Stick is getting up. His teammates are gonna help him up. Foul is going to be called on Ross, and now Stickler is still down, so he got hammered by Donovan Ross. No sign of flagrant call here, and there is a timeout on the floor. We will hope that Jordan is okay, but we will take a timeout here as the officials will allow Jordan to get up, and Stick is up off the bench. But while they take a look at the foul, we'll take a break here on the Huskies Sports Network.
Hey Huskies fans, are you looking for a totally free checking account? Houston Federal Credit Union has it, and it's packed with free services like mobile banking with person-to-person transfers and mobile bill pay. Visit HoustonFCU.org or stop by one of our Houston area offices and experience a better way of banking. Our office at 6808 Bentliff is literally minutes away from the HBU campus, but we also have 7 other locations in the greater Houston area, along with dozens of ATMs in our co-op network to serve you. Anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school within the city of Houston is eligible to join HFCU, and that's especially true for the HBU Huskies and their fans. So check us out online or stop by one of our Houston area locations. Houston Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of HBU. Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA, all rights reserved.
Out of the timeout, the officials tell us it's just a common foul, not a flagrant, and it's not even a shooting foul. The Huskies get the ball on the baseline, and inbound they come. Velo has it left side to Odunsi out top. Right angle to Marcel Smith. Coach Cottrell trying to get Odunsi to move to the baseline, and he finally does. Sell shifts over left side. Down to the final 7 seconds on the shot clock. Marcel's going to put up a 3. Off the iron, won't go. Rebound on the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds off the Huskies. Dave Cusick, Henry Howard, Matthew Martinez, our officiating crew tonight. 54-45, Huskies up by 9. Stickler looks to be okay. He's sitting on the end of the bench, but came out of the game after being fouled hard. Holliday back the other way for Lamar. Lays it off the glass and in for 2. He's got 15 points now to lead the way for the Cardinals. Stick's about to check back in as he goes to the scores table. We roll under 12 minutes to go. Huskies lead is at 7. Whistle away from the basketball, and we're going to have a foul called on Lamar, and it stops the clock with 11:56 to go. Timeout on the floor. Huskies with a 7-point edge here, 54-47 on the Husky Sports Network, powered by Lamar. 2 of 10, so neither one burning up the cords from outside the arc. Huskies 19 of 21 at the free throw line tonight. 9 of 11 for Lamar. Tyler Russell and Coulter Lasher check back in for the Huskies. They'll join Jordan Stickler, Marcel Smith, and Richmond's Vilde out on the floor. Under 12 minutes to go. Stickler with the basketball, gonna put up a 3. Drains it from the left elbow. Jay Stick says, okay, you're not gonna give me the foul. I'm gonna make you pay from the arc. And there is just the second 3-point bucket of the night for the Huskies. Here's a miss from Sears. Rebound pulled down by Russell. Hammered on the arm, but no call. T-Russ brings it up. Leave it out on the wing. Lasher to Self for 3, and he drains it. Marcel Smith with the tray. The Huskies back up by 13. Here's a whistle on the drive. Sears goes to the rack, and he will go to the line. The foul's going to be called on Vilde. Rich picks up his 3rd personal. That's the 4th on the Huskies here in the second half, and it'll send Sears to the free throw line. Dontavius Sears tonight with 5 points, and now 6. As he gets the first free throw to go. 60-48, Huskies out by 12. And the second free throw no good. Coulter Lasher gets the rebound, and the Huskies will bring it up. Back-to-back threes from Stickler and Smith have extended a 7-point lead out to a dozen now after one free throw from Sears for Lamar. Stickler with the dribble out top, looks for help, gets it back to T-Russ. Russell gets a screen from Lasher. Kick it out, wanted to give it to Sell, almost took off, but Sell saves it. Down to the final 4 seconds. Here's Lasher from the free throw line, won't go. The rebound tip and controlled by Lamar. Vilde tried to put it back up and in, couldn't get it to go. Here's a swat by Vilde, and I think Rich is going to draw the personal foul. No, they're going to call it on Stickler down low. Jay Stick with his first personal foul. And it'll send Holliday to the free throw line. 6th foul on the Huskies. Next one will have Lamar in the bonus the rest of the way in. 10:27 to go. Holliday tonight. Now 4 of 5 from the free throw line and 5 of 6 as both of them go. It's down to 10. 60-50. As the Huskies bring it up the floor with a 10-point edge. Stickler to Smith. Smith looks inside, goes back to Stick. A 3 off the mark. The rebound tipped up, won't go. Lasher with the loose ball, has it knocked away and saved by Jordan Stickler. Good hustle by the Huskies, and they'll get a new shot clock. 28 on it as Sell holds it up out beyond the arc. No whistles on those tie-ups underneath. Here's Sell, floater in the paint, and he drops it down through. Marcel Smith now with 9. Here's Holliday the other way, leaves it for Sears. He's going to be fouled by Russell. T-Russ will pick up his first personal, and Dontavius Sears will go back to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 7th foul on the Huskies, or is that just the 6th? They maybe number 6 on the Huskies. Each side with 16 fouls. First free throw from Sears rolls around down through. Free throw is good. Coach Cottrell and assistant coach Jeremy Case up off the bench called Tyler Russell over during the free throws. He's got the basketball now as he brings it up. Kicks it left angle to Smith. Smith back to the middle, leave it for T-Russ. Looks inside, screen from Lasher, back cross court to Stickler. Down to 15 on the shot clock. Back to Russell for a three! And he drains it! T-Russ with the dagger. He's got 16 points now. And the Huskies back up by 13. Odunsi and Stetler set to check in for the Huskies. They weathered a storm here. The lead got as close as 7. Lamar did. But the Huskies back out by 13 right now. Sears from the angle, off the mark with a 3. Rebound, pulled down by Boscia, feed it inside to Gregory on the baseline to Ross. And he'll drop it down through with a little soft two-handed layup. And it's 65-54. Ross with 6 points now. And the Huskies lead down to 11. 8:30 to go in the ball game. Marcel Smith, cross court right side to Russell. Russell down low to the baseline. Kick it back out to Lasher. Pump fake a 3, take it in through traffic, put up. A reversal won't go, but he will be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be called, I believe, on Ross. It will be the 7th foul on Lamar, and it'll send Colter Lasher to the free throw line. Shooting foul anyway, but the Huskies are in the bonus the rest of the way in. Lamar will be 2 for that matter. Substitutions as the first free throw holds out for Colter Lasher. Stetler checks in for Vilde. Marcel Smith will sit down as Odunsi checks in for him. Huskies have gotten good contributions from up and down the bench tonight, though. Lasher's second free throw, dead solid perfect. 66-54 with 8:15 to go. Holliday into the forecourt, sets it up left angle, picked up by Tyler Russell. Swing it into the corner. Marcus Owens back out on the floor. He'll feed it to Tyran de Latibaudiere. He puts up a high floater over Cody Stetler. High off the glass, and it drops down through, and the lead's down to 10, 66-56. De Latibaudiere is their leading scorer on the season. He's got his average now right at 15 points tonight. Stickler inside to Stetler. Turn around in the paint. Too strong off the back iron, and it comes off to De Latibaudiere. Off to Holliday, and they'll bring it up the floor. The Cardinals will hold it up in the half court. Fans calling for defense. Feed it in the paint to De Latibaudiere. He gets trapped by a triple team. Out to Holliday. Rattles out a 3. Won't stay down. De Latibaudiere follows it up. And off the glass and in for 2. And it's back down to 8. 66-58. Here's Russell in through traffic and thought he was fouled, but they're going to call him for a walk. Stops the clock with 7:02 to go. So the Huskies weathered a couple of storms here so far tonight. Got another one here brewing. Check it out when we come back on the Husky Sports. Multiple occasions. Lead fluctuated back between 7 and 9 points for quite a while. Huskies got a couple of three-pointers back-to-back to take it back up to 13. But now Lamar has come back and cut it down to 8 with 7 minutes to go. Lasher, Russell, Stickler, Odunsi, and Stetler, the 5 on the floor for Coach Cottrell as they come out of the timeout. They'll drop back on defense as Lamar will bring it up the floor. Down by 8, trying to cut it to 6 on this possession. Holliday to the middle, backs down, spin move into paint, and that should be a travel, but they're going to call a foul on Tyler Russell. Oh my goodness. 7th foul on the Huskies, 2nd personal on Russell. Coach Cottrell is making the case that that's the same thing that happened on the opposite end of the floor, but the officials called the personal on T-Russ. Ibarra's about to check back in for the Huskies. The first free throw from Holliday is good. Josh will check in for Cody Stetler. 18 points now for Holliday. He's their leading scorer tonight. One more free throw. And it rattles out. Coulter Lasher with the rebound. 6:45 to go. 66-59. Huskies up by 7. Russell looking for help. Double teamed way out top. Gets it back right side to Coulter Lasher. Lasher looks inside. Screen from Ibarra. Takes it to the baseline. Puts it up. Won't go. Ibarra tries to follow. Loose ball still on the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Lamar. No, they're going to say it's out of bounds off the Huskies. And perhaps Matthew Martinez is going to overrule, and yes, he will.
Husky ball.
Coach Cottrell making a case over there on the baseline, giving them an earful. Huskies basketball, and now we got a foul away from the basketball called on Jordan Stickler. Well, they were bound and determined to give the ball to Lamar there with 6:19 to go. Huskies will have to draw back on defense. Holliday going to be bumped by Tyler Russell, and T-Russ will draw the foul with the body. That'll be the third personal on Russ, and it'll send Holliday back to the free throw line. Next foul is double bonus the rest of the way in. We've still got 6:10 to go. And Lamar is heating it up at the free throw line. They're 9 of 10 here in the second half, and Holliday's done the most damage as he gets this one to go. He's now 6 of 7 from the stripe tonight. Misses the second one, and Ibarra grabs the loose ball. Gets it off to Russell. 6-point edge for the Huskies. T-Russ brings it up, and they're going to call him for an offensive foul. Russell lowered the shoulder that time. And he draws his 4th personal. He'll check out. Marcel Smith up off the bench to check back in for the Huskies. 6:02 to go, and Lamar again with an opportunity to slice the lead even further this trip up. Holliday puts it up, floats it up short, but he will go back to the line again as Anthony Odunsi draws his 3rd personal, and now we've got several Huskies starting to get into a little bit of foul trouble. Lasher is out there with 3. Odunsi has 3. Russell on the bench has 4. And Holliday back to the line. Reveal Chukwujekwu about to check back in. Holliday gets the first one to go. Double bonus the rest of the way in for Lamar. 17 fouls on the Cardinals, so the Huskies are in the bonus too, but still in the 1-on-1. They haven't been able to get to the line lately. Both free throws good by Holliday, and it's down to 4. 66-62 with 5:45 to go. Odunsi works it to the middle of the floor. Gives it back to Lasher. A 3 from the left angle, and he drains it. Coulter fired up. He's got 6 now. Been silent for most of the night. Takes it back out to 7, 69-62. Holliday to the baseline. Feeds it out to Gregory. Gregory's going to slam it down through. Answers with a bucket, and it's 69-64. You'll trade 3s for 2s right now, but you don't want to get too careless here. Here's Odunsi to the rack. He will draw the foul, and AO will go to the line to shoot a pair with 5:06 to go. Foul is called on Lamont Gregory. Gregory picks up his 3rd personal. 8 fouls on Lamar. Odunsey at the free throw line gets the first one to go. He's got 11 points now. Tyler Russell, the leading scorer for the Huskies tonight. Second one. Kisses the front iron, rolls around, decides to drop down through. And all I can say there is thank you, Lord. And the Huskies are back up by 7, 71-64. Here's Holliday in through traffic. Going to be fouled by Chukwujeku. Velo got the basketball, but he got the hand as well. And that's going to be the first personal on Reveal. But Holliday goes back to the free throw line where he's been living here in the second half. It's the first one to drop down through. 22 points for Holliday tonight. 10 of 13 at the free throw line. Now 11 of 14. So half of his 23 basically have come at the stripe, and most of them here in the second half. Under 5 minutes to go, Huskies out by 5, 71-66. Marcel Smith kicks it on the wing, left side to Odunsey. Out beyond the arc. Picked up. Leave it on the baseline for Chukwujeku. Swatted into the wall by Lamar Gregory. Huskies basketball. 13 seconds to go on the shot clock. Marcel Smith inbound to Lasher. Lasher dribbles to the paint. Has it tipped and stolen away by De La Baudière. He'll get it off to Holliday. They want it in his hands tonight. He'll take it in, put up a jumper, and rattles it down through. He's got 25, and he single-handedly brought him back into this game. And it's down to 3, 71-68. And this little stoppage in play there, I'm not sure what that was about, but they said something to Tick Price across the way. Huskies basketball up by 3 as they bring it up the floor. Reveal Chukwujeku. Left ankle. And we got a 5-second call. Velo wouldn't give up the basketball. And the Huskies turn it over. Media timeout. 3:58 to go, and we'll take the break on the Husky Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports. And the Huskies hanging on right now to a 3-point lead, 71-68, with 3:58 to go. Huskies just turned the ball over. Had a 13-point advantage at the break, 48-35. Lamar has cut it down to 3. Russell and Smith, Ibarra, Lasher, and Odunsey, the 5 on the floor as they come back out. And Lamar gets it inbounds. De La Baudière gets it to Holliday, and he'll walk it across the stripe. Sets up just inside the half-court line. Goes right angle to Owens. Owens out beyond the arc, feeds it in the post to Gregory. Back out top to Boscia for a 3. Shot won't go, and Ibarra controls the loose ball for the Huskies. HBU basketball still with the 3-point edge as they bring it up. 3.5 minutes to go. Tyler Russell to Colter Lasher, right angle. Back out top. He goes to Marcel Smith. Smith gets a screen. Leave it over on the angle for Lasher. Kick it down to Odunsey. Underneath, has a shot blocked. The rebound tipped around and controlled by De La Baudière for Lamar. Up ahead, he gets it to Boscia. Holliday, De La Baudière, out to Owens, out to Holliday. They feed it down low to Tyran. Tries to take it in over Ibarra, and we got a whistle. And Marcel Smith is going to be called for a foul, his first, with 2:56 to go. It's going to send De La Baudière to the line. 2 free throws the rest of the way in for Lamar. And Delata-Baudière, the leading scorer on this team, gets the first free throw to go. One more to come. He's got 18 points now tonight. And the lead is down to 2, 71-69. The Huskies with just 23 points here after a 48-point first half. Second free throw is good. It's down to 1. 71-70 as the Huskies bring it up. Odunsi to the middle of the floor. Screen from Ibarra. Backs it out. Still on the dribble. Down to 20 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to take it to the baseline. Puts it up. He's going to be fouled. Shot won't drop. But AO will go to the free throw line, and the foul is on Delata-Baudière. That's his fourth. And number 9 on Lamar. And we got a timeout going to be charged to Lamar. 30-second timeout with 2:35 to go. Hang on to it right here. Both teams, it's amazing how symmetrical these numbers are. 46 field goal attempts for both teams, 13 three-point attempts for both teams, 25 free throw attempts for both teams. So as frustrating as the officiating has seemed at times tonight, it's sort of leveled out, and Anthony Odunsi to the line right now to try and take the Huskies back out to a three-point advantage. First one rattles around but won't stay down. Huskies were perfect in the first half, but just now 4 of 9 at the line here in the second half, 5 of 10. And it's out to a 2-point edge, 72-70 with 2.5 minutes to go in this game. Need some defense. It's Holliday. Likely will control it every time up the floor, and he yo-yos out on the left angle. Kick it to Boscia, back out to Holliday. Thought about a 3 from the top of the arc. Takes it in, tries to dish it backside to Boscia. He puts up a 3, won't go. The rebound tip back out to him. New shot clock, they'll set it up again. Lamar down by 2 as we roll down to the 2-minute mark. Boscia way out top. Huskies want defense. The fans calling for it. Holliday dribbles to the left angle, into the corner to Boscia, gets it to Delata-Baudière, dribbles in, puts it up, shot won't go. The rebound tipped around and controlled by Marcel Smith. He saves it to Lasher, and Coulter will bring it up the floor. Give it off to Odunsi, and Odunsi is going to be bumped by Delata-Baudière, and that's 5 on him, I believe. That is his 5th foul. He's gone, and Anthony Odunsi will go to the free throw line. Big foul out there. Tyran Delata-Baudière will sit down for the evening, and Anthony Odunsi will have a pair of free throws here with 1:33 to go. He can extend the Huskies back up to a 4-point advantage here with both these free throws. Delata-Baudière will sit down. Donovan Ross will check back in for him. Lasher, Odunsi, Russell, and Smith, and Josh Ibarra, and Anthony Odunsi to the free throw line for the Huskies. Big, big free throws here. And the first one will not stay down. AO was perfect in the first half, but now struggling at the line here in the second half. Gets 1 out of 2 though. Minute and a half to go. Huskies with a 3-point lead, 73-70. Fans again call for defense. Boscia out top to Owens. Owens back to Boscia from the line. Back to Owens. Swing it to Boscia from the arc. Cross court to Holliday. Holiday picked up by Russell.
Fans getting loud here. Holliday dribbles in, puts up a jumper inside the arc. It's a 2. 73-72 with 60 seconds to go in the ball game. Huskies up by 1. Need points here. Odunsi into the middle, puts it up, won't go. Ibarra tip, won't go. Gets the rebound and saves it out top to Lasher. New shot clock, and Lasher is going to be fouled, and Coulter will go to the free throw line. Foul is going to be called on Donovan Ross, and Coulter Lasher will head to the line. Timeout on the floor, though, called by the Lamar Cardinals.
Timeout on the court.
Well, the Huskies have struggled here since the halftime break at the free throw line. Coulter Lasher tonight, though, 1 for 2. He's just got 6 points tonight. Came into this game the leading scorer on the team, averaging 11.8 points per game. Anthony Odunsi likely will pass him by tonight unless Coulter finishes with a flurry here. AO has 14 points, but he has struggled late in the game at the free throw line, or he could have up around 20. Huskies huddle up out on the floor. Coulter Lasher with big free throws. They're all big here from this point forward. The Huskies with 45 seconds to go send the sophomore from Anchorage to the free throw line. And cold ice water in the veins. He drops the first one down through. Give him 7. Let's go, Coulter. One more right here. And he gets it to go. Rattles it down through. And Coach Cottrell wants to set up the defense. With 45 ticks left to go, he'll call for a 30-second timeout. And the Huskies lead is 3. I want to remind you that the next time the Huskies are in action, or a week from tonight, we'll be on the road in Huntsville, just up I-45 a little ways, as the Huskies will take on the Sam Houston State Bearcats. Sam Houston State playing Stephen F. Austin today, a battle of unbeaten up in Huntsville.
All right, fans, the Huskies have met the Canes challenge.
We'll check and see. That one has gone final. And we'll get you an update on that final score here before we go home tonight. Lamar basketball out of the timeout. Holliday up the floor, take it to the rack, put it up, won't go. The follow tipped up and in by Donovan Ross. He drops it down through. And a whistle as Odunsi will be fouled as he'll bring it up the floor. It's a 1-point game with 33 ticks to go. Holliday comes up limping for Lamar. Foul is on Marcus Owens, his 4th foul, and Odunsi to the free throw line. And again, we got a timeout called for by Lamar. So catch your breath for a minute. 75-74, Huskies with a 1-point lead. Show at 4:15. That will follow the women's game. Starts at 2 o'clock. Other scores from around the conference tonight. Northwestern State 93-67 winners over McNeese. Incarnate Word 77-61 over Abilene Christian. Nichols 71-61 over Central Arkansas. Odunsi at the line with 33 seconds to go. Sinks the first free throw. AO, way to go. He's got 15 now. One more to come. Second free throw is perfect. Huskies with a 3-point advantage. 30 ticks left.
77-74. Holliday takes it to the right angle, back out top to Ross. He's going to put up a jumper off the mark. The rebound taken down by Stickler, and he is fouled with 19.9 to go, and Jay Stick will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Ross missed the free throw line jumper, and Stickler can put the icing on the cake here with a couple of free throws. And he's too strong on the first one. Still one more to go. Stick with 7 tonight. You really want this second one. And it rolls around the iron and goes down through. Sears is going to check in for Donovan Ross. He will sit down. Huskies with a 4-point lead here, 18 seconds to go. Holliday brings it up. He'll take it straight to the baseline, kick it back out. A 3 from Boscia. Rattles off. Ebo with the rebound. The Huskies are going to hang on here as Lasher is fouled in the backcourt, and Colt will go to the line with 5.4 to go in this ball game. And Lasher can seal the deal for sure with free throws here. 78-74 as the fans are up on their feet celebrating 80s night, and Huskies trying to go for their 3rd win in a row on this homestand and sweep the homestand. Coulter comes off the back iron with the first one here. They're not going to do this one easy tonight, that's for sure. But Lasher still with one more free throw. Gets it to go, 79-74. You don't need a foul, just need to make them work it up the floor. Holliday all the way up, a 3 at the buzzer. Count it, and that's the ball game. Let's see. 77-72. Now wait. The referees are going to count the 3, and they're going to go look and see if there's any time left on the clock. They'll come over here by us to take a look at it. Holliday got the shot off with about 1.8 to go. Actually released it with about 1.5 seconds to go. And it nestled in the cords with about 0.2 of a second left. So 0.2 of a second to go. Huskies up by 2, 79-77. It'll be HBU basketball. All they've got to do is get it inbounds. Really, with 0.2 of a second, in basketball terminology, that's not time for a catch and shoot, even if Lamar had the basketball. They'll try to deny here, force the Huskies to turn it over. Velo's going to get it all the way up the floor, and Odunsi will take the pass, and that's the game. 13-point edge at halftime. Lamar came storming back, but the Huskies weather the storm and come away with a 2-point victory on the home floor, 79